Hello, everybody. Rabbi Moshe Rothschild from the Israel Alliance, bringing you our weekly summary of the news from Israel. And we're very excited for you to join us. We did all the hard work for you. We watched the news, we listened to the news, we read the news all week, and we're going to summarize it all here. So you don't need to do anything at all. You can just relax. So let us start with our very first story, and that is, of course, the Western Wall, the Kotel, as they say in Hebrew, is preparing for tourists from the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain. What does that mean? They're preparing for the tourists. They at the Western Wall, they give out information pages, guides, maps, and so on and so forth. They've begun to translate them into Arabic for the new visitors that they are expecting. I should mention, if you look up here at my little logos, it is Hanukkah beginning tonight, the Thursday evening, um, the 10th of December, or the 25th of the Hebrew month of Kislev. Tonight, Jews around the world will start to celebrate the festival of Hanukkah, or the festival of lights, celebrating the great victory of the Jews over the Greeks, who tried to impose their Hellenistic pagan behavior in the land of Israel. If you'd like to learn more about it, I'm offering a free study, a free Bible study this Sunday, all about Hanukkah, and you can sign up for that. Maybe we'll put something in one of the links below where you can sign up. Anyway, while you're listening, we want to know where you're from. Put your name in, let us know where you're from so we can greet you. And all right, let's continue with the news, folks. This week, Pfizer vaccines arrived in Israel, and our Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said that he will be the first to take the vaccine. Okay. Netanyahu this week got some, I don't know if I'd call it bad news, but one of his rivals from his political party left the party to form a new party, because we will have elections again here in Israel for the fourth time. Right now, I think it's scheduled for March, and Gideon Sar left the Likud party, Netanyahu's party, to form his own new political party to compete with Netanyahu. Now, incredible. In Iran, remember, just recently, the top nuclear scientist in Iran was assassinated. There was spotted in Iran an Israeli flag flying on a building, and there was a sign next to it that said, "Thank you, Mossad." It was actually hung on a bridge, excuse me, in Tehran. Just incredible. Um, Israel is expecting to impose nightly curfews as the coronavirus cases climb. And we are going into, as I mentioned, this evening, the holiday of Hanukkah, where there's obviously a lot of people getting together with family and so on and so forth. To curtail that, the government will be imposing a curfew in the evenings and restrictions. Another interesting news related to Hanukkah. The archaeologists said that they found an engraving of a menorah, which of course you see up here. The menorah is the candelabra that Jews around the world will light for the 8 days of Hanukkah. It was also found in the temple in Jerusalem. They found an engraving. What's so rare about this engraving is that it is dated back to the time of the story of Hanukkah, the Maccabean revolt. And that is about 2,200 years ago. This week, the United States and Israel marked the anniversary of the official embassy move to Jerusalem and the recognition of Israel as the eternal capital of the Jewish people. If you believe that Jerusalem, is the eternal capital of the Jewish people, put a yes or an amen in the chat box below. We'd love to hear from you. This week as well, the president of Honduras offered his thanks to Israel for all their efforts in their post-hurricane rescue work. The Honduran president, Juan Orlando, thanked Israel for the delegation and the aid that it sent in response to the Honduras request for aid after two hurricanes devastated that country. And that is pretty much the end of the news. And I want to share with you something amazing. If you followed been following the news, I've mentioned that we've been trying to help people who've been suffering from COVID. We've been raising money and distributing it to people who've really been suffering. I want to share with you that the campaign so far has been a great success. If you can participate, that would be great. But I want to share with you the countries so far that we've received donations from. Iceland, Kenya, Fiji, Australia, South Africa, Romania, Nigeria, Uganda, Curacao, Philippines, New Zealand, the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, South Korea, Germany, Malaysia, Ireland, Scotland, Jamaica, Poland, Finland, Denmark, Netherlands, Ghana, Greece, India, Taiwan, and the United Arab Emirates, Latvia, Puerto Rico, Kenya, Myanmar, Burma, Sri Lanka, the Bahamas, Gibraltar, Hong Kong, Norway, Saudi Arabia, that's amazing. Singapore, Peru, Trinidad and Tobago, Bulgaria, Liberia, Mexico, Monaco, and Papua New Guinea. Most of those countries I know only from playing Risk. Wishing you a wonderful week, great week. If you want to participate in our campaign to help those who suffer from COVID, go ahead. Wishing you a great week from Israel. Shabbat Shalom, and have a healthy, safe weekend.